Hi everybody, Tammara here. You're not going to see my face just because you've seen it enough with the live feed earlier tonight. But I did want to get on here and talk a little bit about a resource I found or started using this year called Layers of Learning. I do want to mention we did use Story of the World here for I don't know, I think we got it the very first year we started homeschooling 9 years ago, and we've used it rotated through each of the 4 different sets of books and audiobooks and loved it. We just started to kind of get bored with it this year, so we were looking for something to expand with that as well. I want to mention this is Classical Conversations. We did not have a group here when we started 9 years ago, and we don't have one now. But we did this curriculum by ourselves and loved it. It also comes with audio CDs, and we memorized the timeline of the ages and things like that, and lots of memory work. And I would highly recommend looking into this with a group. It's meant to be a co-op with other families. And if you can get one started here, I'd love to point you in the right direction, contacts to get that going. Okay, so back to Layers of Learning. It is something that's available online. You can purchase in many different ways. I love it because it's flexible. I can just purchase one unit at a time. It averages about $5 for a download, and you get to keep that download forever. You can print off just the things that you want to print off. I'm going to show you those in a bit. So if we scroll down on the web page here, basically this web page has lots of videos to walk you through it. This operates as a spine, so it works, I think, well with the Charlotte Mason method, eclectic, classical, just because it follows the timeline. So we have history, geography, science, and the arts. You can cover it all over your week, do a little bit of each every day or one subject per day, whatever way you want to organize it. It does follow a 4-year rotation. This is our first year using it, but we actually started in year 2 because our Performing Arts Co-op is doing Middle Ages. So it covers these different things. And it's been great. So go down, it walks you through how to each unit, the different countries or subjects that are covered, so you can kind of decide, I don't think I want to purchase unit 9, so you don't. You just purchase the ones that you want to, or you can purchase them all as a set, which is a little bit more pricey, but there is a discount right now. There is videos on how to do multiple ages at once, which is what I have. I have grade 2, grade 7, 9, and 10, and it's been working great with all of them. It gives you each unit, it gives you a really comprehensive reading library list, as well as lots of resources online, and how to use an atlas, like when it's great to use one, or different resources that you might even have in your home. It is definitely something, it explains all this, which things apply for which kids. And anyways, so that's the web page to order your stuff. And then it's got all kinds of other resources. If your kids like to use lesson planners, they've got those and different things, how to schedule your units, that kind of thing. So it's a great resource. And so I'm just going to head over here. Something that I thought was great. This is YouTube. They have their own YouTube channel, and all those resources are on here as well as others. But the great thing here, so you can look at year 1 playlists. Whoops. So we've been using the year 2 playlists. So basically each morning, or when we start our group time symposium, I'll click on my playlist for the week. So if we're doing, we are currently on unit 10. Each unit usually lasts about 2 weeks. I mean, you can stretch it out, or for example, over Christmas, we had to stretch it out. So, but all these, and they give lots of warnings, disclaimers, if there's something that would be, scarier for young kids or challenging for thought and stuff. So, and all the different subjects are covered in a lot of their videos that they provide, and they actually reference it in the units as well. I'm going to go over here. So this is what it looks like when you download a unit, and you also can download lots of printables. So I'll show you those in a second. If I scroll down here, for example, so it all comes up in color, so you can, just read through these readings with your kids as part of your morning read aloud time. They're great for just opening it up and going, or you can be reading through a read aloud that you're going, one of the recommended books that they have as well. But they've got all different fun, things to memorize in here, lots of great artwork and pictures to reference, lots of maps, that kind of thing. So, for example, for me, as I'm going through my, this week, we're doing this right here, Unit 10. So I just printed this off. I printed it off double-sided. I highlight the resources that I want to look up. Here's a coloring page that they provide. And then I'll just read the things. I'll highlight it ahead of time, what I want to go over with the kids. They provide timelines if you wanted to do a book. And so then they give you these maps, and they come in black and white. So I colored it myself, but the kids each, show you here, the kids each color their own. So this is Europe in the 15th century, all the different things. We've also been doing Switzerland. So this is one of the kids' maps for Switzerland right now. But there's also other great, so that's history. Then there's, this is history with Venice. That was this month. Lots of arts and craft ideas, recipes, different things that you might want to implement in your week. They give you way more stuff than you can ever cover in 2 weeks, which is also great. And then lots of things that you could just apply for, okay, so we had Toblerone this week. The kids thought that was awesome. All different kinds of things. So there was a recipe for some muesli that you can make, bread, all very easy stuff. You don't have to have this comprehensive, ingredients in your house. So you would go to this video link to show you these alpine horns, for example. We're doing Switzerland this month. Another coloring page. Lots of experiments you can try. Anyways, and then, so this was the unit on the brain, nervous system. And so this was the diagram. So they color, the diagram. They give you direction in the book, things older kids can label and look up, different things. And then as well, so for the older kids, they did the label the neuron, and then we had, a big discussion about how that works in the brain. And then each unit gives you different studies on various art of that era. So that is something that I just think is great. They provide these as well to download, and you can, go through ahead of time what you want to cover each week, and then I just jot down what I want. They also provide these things, which if you're organized, it helps to go and look these books up. These are what we want to memorize. These ingredients, or these are things that I need to be able to do, different things that you're going to do. So that would be history, and they have one for, art and all that kind of thing. So anyways, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that I needed to cover about layers of learning. But we have really enjoyed it. We can really dive in. There's been a couple units we've done for 4 weeks just because we really wanted to dive in and read more of the books that they recommended. And yeah, it's just very comprehensive, lots of fun stuff in there. And like I said, so if you want to do unit by unit, I think it's about $5 a unit to download and print on your own. And the prices go up. So if you want to just order everything pre-printed and packaged up in a booklet, they have that as well. And they have lots of different options for ordering their things. They've also got lots of, they have a Canadian history and geography unit. and this is an American company. They have oh gosh, just a poetry, or they're working on a poetry unit. They're working on, or they have a writing workshop that you can do. So